Hi guys, it's Mrs. Ogle. I'm happy to be here with you on this Monday. I hope you're having a great day so far. We're going to get our day started. Are you ready? It's time to start our day. It's time to start our day. It's time to give a great big cheer and then be on our way. Hooray! I'm glad to be here with you on Monday. All right. Now, if you're sitting down, I need you to stand up with me. We're going to put our hand on our heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job, guys. Go ahead and have a seat for me. We're going to look at our calendar next. We are still in the month of April. There are those letters. Do you remember what letters we're seeing? A, P, R, I, L. It's April. Okay, the month of April started right here on this day. That's the number 1, right? And today, we're on this day. Now, this is a 1 and a 3. What's the number called when there's a 1 and a 3? Let's count and see if we can figure it out. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Today is Monday, April 13th. It's Monday. Here's that word right there. Starts with that M. Monday. It's Monday. Monday in the morning, Monday in the daytime, Monday when the sun goes down. It will be Monday all day long, and tomorrow will be a whole new day. Okay, here's my alphabet. I wonder if they're going to be tricky and hide. They have been doing that, haven't they? Let's sing the song and then see if we can find any letters that might try to hide. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? What do you think? Are they going to be tricky today? Let's find out. Oh man, they were tricky today. All right, we're going to have to sing it. I'm going to move my little arrow while we go. Are you ready? A, B, C, D, E, F. You're right. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Very good. M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T. Very good. T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, guys. Those letters of the alphabet can be a little bit tricky, but I'm really proud that you guys are figuring them out with me. All right, we're still talking about bugs this week, but this week we're going to talk about a certain kind of bugs. We're talking about butterflies. Now, you've heard me talk a little bit about the life cycle of butterflies. These are some pictures of the changes that a butterfly goes through in its life. So we're going to look at those in a little bit more detail. When we look at something in detail, that means we take a closer look at figuring out things. All right, so a butterfly's life cycle starts as eggs. A butterfly starts as eggs. But when those eggs hatch, a butterfly isn't what comes out right away. First comes a caterpillar. Some people will call it a larva or even a pupa. I like to call it a caterpillar. That's the word I use most often. And can you see in that picture what my caterpillar is doing right there? What do caterpillars love to do? Eat. Now, do caterpillars like to eat the same things that you eat and me and that I eat too? Not really. Caterpillars like very specific kinds of leaves or other types of food, but they're very particular. A caterpillar is not going to eat a banana. A caterpillar is probably not going to eat a sandwich or macaroni and cheese, right? No, they need certain kinds of leaves and flowers. Now, after the caterpillar's been busy eating for 2 weeks, you saw mine go from pretty little to pretty big. Then they shed their skin one more time. When they are hanging upside down, they make a chrysalis. And they stay in that chrysalis for between 7 to 10 days. Now, our first caterpillar made its chrysalis last Friday, which means this coming weekend, he might come out. And the rest of the caterpillars that are in their chrysalids will come out a little bit later. They'll each come out at their own time. And when they come out, they will emerge as a butterfly. What's really cool is that when caterpillars are in this stage right here, when they're in their chrysalis, they're going through a process called metamorphosis. We've talked about that word a little bit. That's a really big word. If your grown-ups hear you using it, I bet they're going to know just how smart you guys are. When a caterpillar is changing from a caterpillar to a butterfly, it's going through a metamorphosis. A great word. All right, today I'm going to show you a picture of what's going on with my caterpillars here at home. Look at this. They're no longer caterpillars, they're chrysalids. Now I've actually got 5. You can only see 4 in my picture. There's one, he would be right about here in there, but the camera can't see them all. So 1, 2, 3 are hanging just like they would if they were out on a tree branch. 2 of them fell down in my cup, so very gently I moved them to the ground. What's really cool is they will still probably go through their metamorphosis and most likely are going to emerge as butterflies. It's really cool. Now, I got a little video clip earlier today of this one right here shaking around like crazy. I had to move them from their little cup into this butterfly net. So when they emerge, they'll have lots of room to spread their wings. But he didn't like that. It made him feel scared. So he shook like crazy because out in the wild, caterpillars that are in their chrysalids, they can shake just in the first few days. They can't shake forever, but in those first couple of days, they can shake as a way to try to scare away birds or other animals that might try to hurt them. And if I were a bird, that might startle me too. If I thought I was going to get a yummy snack and it started shaking around like crazy at me, I might think, never mind, I'm going somewhere else. So you might check it out. I'm going to try to put that on Class Dojo today, a video of this guy just shaking around like crazy. Now, if you go to my YouTube, you'll be able to see that we're still live streaming this, but not a whole lot is going to happen for a few days. They're just in there kind of resting and changing. But by the end of this week, they will probably start to get their chrysalids turning from this light brown into a really dark color. And that's how we'll know it's almost time for them to come out. Okay, one more thing I want to talk to you guys about today. When we were at school, we would look at pictures kind of like this one from time to time, and I don't want to forget doing that. I want to keep working on that with you. This is my friend Kenny. How does Kenny look like he's feeling right now? Does he look happy or upset? He looks pretty upset. What kind of upset does he look? Does he look scared? Does he look sad? Does he look angry? Can you tell your grown-up what you think? I think Kenny looks angry. You know why Kenny's angry? Kenny was playing with a toy, and one of his friends in his class came up and took the toy away and ran away with his toy. That would make me feel angry too. Do you think it's okay that Kenny feels angry? It is. It is okay for Kenny to feel angry. We all get angry sometimes. You are allowed to be angry. But look at how tight his body feels. Oh, he's got his fists all tight. His face is all squished up. If I were guessing, I'd say even his tummy probably feels pretty tight and a little upset right now. It's okay for Kenny to feel angry, but there are some things that it is not okay for Kenny to do. So Kenny's really angry with his friend right now for taking his toy. Is it okay for Kenny to call his friend some mean names? No, that's not okay. Is it okay for Kenny to hit his friend to get his toy back? No, that's certainly not okay. We never get to hit people. It's not okay to hit when we're angry. So let's think about some things that Kenny can do. Now, we talked about these things, but we talked about them a long time ago. So I'm going to show you a picture we're going to try to remember. When we're upset, we can do some things to calm down. First, put our hands on our tummy. I know you can't see my tummy, but I promise my hands are on my tummy. And we say, stop. Then we name the way we're feeling. So Kenny might say, stop. I feel angry. And then he's going to take some belly breaths. I like to take 3. That gives me a good time to calm down. So let's try it all together. Ready? We're going to put our hands on our tummy. Stop. I feel angry. And then we're going to take 3 belly breaths. We're going to breathe in through our nose, out through our mouth. Ready? Do it a second time. And one more time for 3. If Kenny's body was feeling really tight and uncomfortable, saying stop, naming his feeling, and taking those belly breaths probably helped him to feel calm. Let's check in with Kenny again. Ready? Look at that. He's doing a great job taking his belly breaths. And doesn't his body look much more comfortable and calm? Now, it can be really hard to remember those things, to do when you're feeling angry. So when we're angry, our body gets so tight and so uncomfortable. Sometimes we don't mean to be cranky, but it happens sometimes when we get angry. So it's a good idea to practice. Practice taking those belly breaths anytime you feel just a little tight and uncomfortable. You can ask your grown-up to practice with you. Maybe you guys could talk about things that make you angry sometimes, and you could practice those steps. We all get angry. It is okay to be angry. It's not okay to hit. It's not okay to say mean things. And in your house, there might be other rules too about being careful and kind when we're angry. It is okay to be angry. When it's time to calm down, hands on our tummy, say stop, name your feeling, and belly breaths, okay? I know this is something you guys can do to help you stay calm and in control of yourself. Now, I'm going to read a story about a girl who gets really angry. Are you ready? It's called When Sophie Gets Angry. Really, really angry. Now, Sophie does some things in this book that are really good, but she does one thing that I probably wouldn't do when I got angry. So we're going to read. I want you to see if you can find the one thing that maybe Sophie shouldn't have done when she got angry. Are you ready? Sophie was busy playing when... This is Sophie right here. She's playing with a truck and a gorilla. Sophie was busy playing when her sister grabbed Gorilla and said, "My turn." "No," said Sophie. "Yes," said her mother. "It is her turn now, Sophie." As her sister snatched Gorilla away, Sophie fell over the truck. Oh, is Sophie ever angry now? She kicks. She screams. She wants to smash the world to smithereens. She roars a red roar. She must have yelled pretty loud. Sophie is a volcano ready to explode. And when Sophie gets angry, really, really angry, she runs and runs and runs until she can't run anymore. Then, for a little while, she cries. Sometimes that happens to me too. Sometimes I get so angry, it makes me cry because I feel so tight and uncomfortable. Now she sees the rocks, the trees, and the ferns. She hears a bird. She comes to the old beech tree and she climbs. She feels the breeze blow her hair. She watches the water and the waves. Oh, I'm on my words again. The wide world comforts her. Sophie feels better now. She climbs back down. She heads for home. I'm home, says Sophie. The house is warm and smells good. Everyone is glad she's home. Everything's back together again. And Sophie isn't angry anymore. Now, Sophie did some things that maybe we shouldn't do when we're angry. Can you think of something that Sophie did that you probably shouldn't do when you're angry? Talk to your grown-up about that. Sophie kicked and screamed. She roared really loud. Those are probably not good things to do when you're angry, but you know what I wouldn't want you to do? I don't want you to run away when you're angry. Oh my goodness. That would not be okay. But what Sophie did do that I really liked is she found a quiet place and she climbed a tree and she listened to the wind and she took some breaths. I think while she was sitting in that tree and feeling the wind, she was taking some good breaths and her body relaxed and she wasn't so tight anymore. So this is probably a good chance to talk to your grown-up about what can I do when I get angry. Maybe you have a trampoline you can jump on when you get really angry. Or maybe you can paint a picture when you're really angry. Maybe you can go rest in your bed and snuggle with a teddy bear. But it's a good idea to check with your grown-up about what are some things that I can do when I'm angry. That way, if you get angry, you don't wind up getting in trouble because you're allowed to be angry, right? Yep, you are allowed to be angry, but you're not allowed to hurt people or say mean things. And I don't think you're allowed to run away either, okay, guys? All right, I hope that's something you'll talk to your grown-up about today. Everybody gets angry. I bet your grown-ups get angry sometimes. But sometimes maybe you get angry too. Talk to your grown-ups about some things that might make you feel angry and what you can do when that happens. Tomorrow, we're going to read a different book. We're going to read a book about ants. And I'm going to show you a craft project that I think you might really like, okay? If your grown-up is still watching with you, don't forget, you can go on our website. It's charlestonprojecthelp.ease.com. And we've got some various activities and things that you can look at there. If you go to that website and click on the science page, I added a really cool butterfly feeder that I think you could make at home and hang from some of your trees. And who knows, you might get to see lots of butterflies. All right, bye for now, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great Monday.